Have you ever felt like the more you try to control your life, the more things slip away? We often think we need to have everything under control to feel at peace. But the truth is different. Balance doesn't come from fighting. It comes from accepting, trusting, being clear about what really matters, and letting go of what's not in your hands. Today, I want to share 9 lessons from Stoicism that will change the way you attract what you want. Because getting what you desire isn't about stress and rushing, it's about presence and intention. And the last lesson, it might change everything you believe about the power of calm. So instead of fighting against chaos, use it to your advantage. Find strength in ease and security in simplicity. Because in the end, what really brings what you're looking for isn't the desperation of wanting. It's the quiet certainty that it's already on its way. Lesson 1. The law of reverse effort. Have you noticed that sometimes the harder you try, the more something seems to slip away? Like when you're trying to fall asleep but can't, or when you're struggling to remember someone's name and it just won't come to you. This happens because too much effort creates tension, and tension blocks the natural flow of things. In Stoicism, we understand that real control doesn't come from force, but from mindful acceptance. Life doesn't have to be a constant fight. Often, the secret is in loosening your grip a little and allowing things to unfold. Think about a lake. If you stir the water too much to make it clear, it only gets murkier. But if you stop and wait, the dirt settles and the surface becomes crystal clear. Your mind works the same way. When you stop trying so hard to solve everything at once, clarity and answers come naturally. Trying too hard doesn't always push us forward. Progress often comes when we adjust our approach and let life's natural rhythm work in our favor. This doesn't mean doing nothing and waiting for things to fall into place. Stoicism teaches us to act with purpose, but without panic. When you let go of the need to control everything, you start seeing new possibilities. The universe has its own timing, and your anxiety won't speed it up. A river never forces its way. It simply finds a path, moving around obstacles with patience and consistency. That's the real power of reverse effort, knowing when to push and when to let go. If you feel stuck, maybe it's not because you're doing too little, but because you're trying too hard. Sometimes slowing down is the fastest way to get where you want to be. Relax, trust, and notice how things fall into place when you stop fighting the current. Life doesn't have to be a battle against time or against yourself. When you learn to let go, you realize that everything you need is already on its way. Lesson 2. A balanced mind. Your mind is at the center of everything. If it's a mess, your life will reflect that. Have you ever noticed that when you're anxious, everything seems to go wrong? You spill your coffee, traffic gets worse, you trip over your words. That's because your mental state directly affects your actions and how you see the world. Stoicism teaches that clarity comes from calmness, not from rushing. If you want to attract something into your life, you first need to organize your inner world. Running around without direction won't help. First, slow down. Then, take action. Think of an archer. If he's shaking, breathing wrong, and rushing, he'll never hit the target. But if he stays steady, aims carefully, and takes a deep breath, his shot is precise. The mind works the same way. The more cluttered it is, the less effective it becomes. This doesn't mean doing nothing, but rather acting from a place of balance. When you learn to cultivate this calmness, you start noticing opportunities you once overlooked. Science even backs this up. When we relax, our body releases chemicals that improve focus and decision-making. It's like wiping a foggy glass clean. Suddenly, everything becomes clearer. A simple exercise can help. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and slowly exhale. Repeat a few times and feel your mind settle. This state of presence not only lowers anxiety, but also creates space for new ideas and solutions. True strength isn't about exhausting yourself trying to fix everything at once. It's about knowing how to control your own mind. You don't need to fight your thoughts, just observe them without getting caught up in them. Inner silence is a powerful tool. When you stop letting your mind run wild, it becomes your greatest ally. With this, your ability to attract and create the reality you want becomes much stronger. Don't ignore this power or the signs life is giving you. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next ones. Lesson 3. Learn to let things happen. We spend so much time trying to control everything that we forget one important detail. Some things simply don't depend on us. Sometimes the best thing we can do isn't to fight the situation, but to relax and let things unfold. Stoic philosophy teaches something very valuable. No one can control everything. Think of life as a road full of unexpected turns. You can hold the steering wheel tight, try to predict every move, but the truth is, the road won't always go as planned. And the more you resist each change, the more exhausted you become. It's like being stuck in traffic on a chaotic day. You can get frustrated, honk, and complain that you're late, but none of that will make the cars move faster. Now, if you accept the situation, play a song you like, and just be in the moment, your experience completely changes. The road is still the same, but how you face it makes all the difference. The same thing happens in relationships. How many times have you tried to change someone to make them exactly how you wanted? It's tiring and, in the end, only leads to frustration. The truth is, people don't change just because someone else wants them to. Accepting people as they are doesn't mean settling for anything, but understanding that everyone has their own time and path. Instead of insisting on something that's out of your hands, why not simply enjoy the moments with those who want to be by your side? And if someone doesn't, take the opportunity to enjoy your own company. Letting things happen doesn't mean doing nothing, it means trusting. It's like learning to ride a bike. At first, it's scary, it feels impossible. But with practice, you realize the secret is balance. Life isn't about controlling everything, it's about finding that balance and enjoying the journey. When you stop resisting, you realize that many of your struggles were unnecessary. And what happens then? You make room for new things, unexpected opportunities, and a clarity that only appears when you let go of the need to control everything. Lesson 4. The law of attraction and gratitude, how they work together. Sometimes it feels like nothing is going right, like the universe forgot about you. You sit there drinking your coffee or tea, because we don't judge here, wondering why things aren't happening the way you want. But what if I told you that the key to attracting what you want isn't something far away, but something inside you? Let's get straight to the point. Stoicism and gratitude are a powerful combination that can change lives. The problem is, we're often so focused on what's missing that we forget to appreciate what we already have. It's like driving and only noticing the red lights, ignoring all the times the road was clear. Life works the same way. Whatever you focus on grows. If you spend your days complaining about what you don't have, your mind will only see what's missing. But if you start appreciating what you already have, your perspective opens up to new opportunities. This isn't magic, it's science. Your brain filters reality based on what you pay attention to. The Stoics understood this and practiced a very simple habit: gratitude. They knew that no matter how hard life seemed, there was always something to be thankful for. This simple practice shifts your perspective and puts you on the path to new possibilities. Think of someone who takes care of what they already have. If a person has a car and keeps it clean, filled with gas and running well, they're ready when the chance for a better car comes along. But if someone doesn't take care of what they have, how can they expect to receive something bigger? Gratitude works the same way. When you show appreciation for your life, your mind opens up to receive more. But the opposite is also true. If you want something but only complain, it's like writing a letter to the universe, and in the middle of it, saying that nothing ever works out. How do you expect a positive response? People who only focus on what they lack end up stuck in a cycle of frustration. Does that mean all you have to do is be grateful and wait for things to fall into place? Of course not. Stoicism teaches that gratitude and action must go together. You acknowledge what you have, use it as motivation to move forward, and stay open to new possibilities. A simple exercise can help. Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could be a good cup of coffee, a friend who supports you, or even the sun shining outside. This trains your mind to see what's already working instead of only focusing on what's missing. Now let's be honest, gratitude isn't a magic trick. It doesn't make problems disappear, but it does change how you deal with them. As Marcus Aurelius said, the obstacle in the path becomes the path. He wasn't trying to make hardship sound beautiful. To the Stoics, every challenge was an opportunity to strengthen the mind and build character. Just like the body needs effort to get stronger, the soul grows by facing challenges. It's not about running away from problems, but learning how to use them to grow. Life always gives you 2 choices: complain about what didn't happen or get ready for what could happen. Gratitude doesn't just boost your energy, it also affects how you act. People who feel grateful move through life with more ease, show more confidence, and see opportunities where they once saw only obstacles. The way you show up in the world influences what comes back to you. Instead of asking, Why haven't I gotten this yet? Try saying, what do I already have that I can appreciate? You'll be surprised how much changes when your mindset changes first. Remember, life has its own timing. Many times what you want the most shows up exactly when you least expect it. Lesson 5. The power of being present in your life. Being present might sound like something out of a self-help book, but it's actually a powerful tool. Imagine being in the middle of a busy day, but instead of getting lost in the chaos, you manage to stay calm. Being present is like a lighthouse guiding you through the confusion. That's where Stoic philosophy comes in strong, teaching discipline and self-control. The Stoics understood this well. They knew that the mind can either be your best friend or your biggest trap. What makes the difference? The ability to notice what's happening without getting carried away, to observe without getting lost in it. As Seneca once said, nothing is as sad and harmful as being lost in messy thoughts. Think of this. You're looking for something important in a messy room. You turn everything upside down, get frustrated, but still can't find it. Only when you stop, take a deep breath, and look more carefully do you realize it was right in front of you the whole time. Being present does the same for your life. It clears your vision, allowing you to see solutions and chances that seemed invisible before. How can you develop this habit? Unlike what many people think, you don't need to go on a retreat or spend hours meditating. Small daily actions make a big difference. Pausing before you speak, taking a breath before reacting, noticing your thoughts before accepting them as absolute truths. It's the skill of living in the present with awareness. Being present doesn't create new answers. It reveals the ones that were already there, just hidden under the noise of your mind. The Stoics had a simple way of doing this. Before reacting on impulse, they paused. Between something happening and your reaction, there is a gap, and in that gap lies true power. The person who learns to use that space learns to take charge of their own life. A distracted mind lives in the past or the future, stuck in what already happened or what hasn't happened yet. But someone who learns to be present lives in the only moment that truly exists, right now. Why is this so important? Because without attention, opportunities pass by unnoticed, relationships become routine, and life turns into a series of automatic tasks. Being present doesn't mean clearing your mind completely. It means noticing where your attention is going and bringing it back to what really matters. It's normal for your mind to wander with thoughts like, I need to check my phone, or what time is it? But every time that happens, bring your focus back to your breathing. Over time, these small moments of pause change the way you see the world. It's like cleaning a dirty window. Suddenly, you realize there was a beautiful view on the other side, but you couldn't see it because of the dust. And that's the big question. What's the point of having many opportunities if you don't even notice them? A full life isn't just about having more. It's about recognizing what's already within reach. If your mind is always racing with fear or rushing ahead, chances will pass right in front of you without you seeing them. Learning to slow down and pay attention makes you more open to what life has to offer. When you truly see, listen, and feel the present moment, you realize everything you needed was always there. You were just too distracted to notice. Lesson 6. The power of dreams. Life is like a board game. Every day is a new move, and before you go to sleep, you have a chance to think about your next step. But there's a difference between playing with a plan and just reacting to whatever happens. If you go to bed without a purpose, you waste one of the most valuable moments of the day. The time when your mind, free from distractions, can focus on what really matters. Your bed isn't just a place to rest. It's where your dreams either gain strength or fade away before they even begin. If every night you fall asleep thinking about what you haven't achieved yet, you train your mind to repeat the same doubts and inaction. But if, instead, you go to sleep with clear and positive thoughts, you wake up with more motivation and direction. Stoic philosophy teaches that we don't have control over external events, but we have full power over how we handle them. The same goes for our dreams. You don't decide how long something will take to happen, but you can decide how to prepare for it. And it all starts in the silence of the night, when the noise of the world fades and makes room for what truly matters. Sleeping well isn't just about resting, it's about transforming. While you sleep, your brain keeps working, sorting out information, strengthening memories, and even figuring out solutions to problems that seemed impossible. Science has already shown that many answers come to us while we sleep. But the big question is, how are you feeding your mind before going to bed? If you go to sleep full of worries, doubts, and distractions, you reinforce thoughts that drain your energy. But if every night you lay your head on the pillow with positive thoughts, you help your mind see possibilities instead of obstacles. This isn't just about wishing, it's about creating a mental space where your dreams can grow. For that, your mind needs room. A healthy garden isn't overrun with weeds, just like a cluttered mind doesn't have space to create. If you end your night overloaded with useless information, scrolling through social media, or surrounded by things that only steal your focus, your sleep will only be physical rest, not a tool to help you move forward. Create a nighttime routine. Something simple, like writing down your goals, meditating for a few minutes, or just taking a deep breath before bed. The goal isn't to make things complicated, but to organize your thoughts so your mind can work in your favor. And remember, dreaming big without taking action is just an illusion. If you want to write a book, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start with 1 page a day. If you want to switch careers, study a little every night. Small daily habits build up in ways you don't notice until, one day, what seemed impossible becomes real. The secret to turning dreams into reality isn't just in what you think before bed, but in how you prepare the space for your ideas to grow. When you learn to end your day with clarity, you wake up with more energy to create the life you want. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "In the quiet of the night, when we let go of the day's worries, dreams and intentions come together. That's when true creation happens." If you know someone who needs to hear this, share it and don't forget to leave a like. Lesson 7. The power of your mornings. Mornings have something special. It's that moment when you open your eyes and feel the contrast between the warmth of your blankets and the world calling you outside. Maybe you want to stay a little longer, wrapped up for just 5 more minutes. But life doesn't wait, and before you know it, time has passed, and you have to rush. Now, what if I told you that these first moments of your day are the key to making your dreams come true? A lot of people see mornings as a struggle, something they have to push through just to start their day. But in reality, mornings are fresh ground, an empty space waiting to be filled with purpose, feelings, and energy. Think about it. If you wake up already rushing, grabbing your phone and checking messages, your mind is thrown into chaos before your coffee even cools down. But if you take control, choose your first actions, and create space to breathe, think, and set the tone for your day, everything shifts. I'm not saying you need to wake up at 5 a.m. and meditate on top of a mountain. The secret is how you start your day. It can be something as simple as drinking your coffee in silence, feeling the warmth of the cup in your hands, or opening the window, letting the sunlight touch your face, and taking a deep breath as you realize a new day has begun. Small actions, done with intention, have a huge impact. Now, I want to invite you to try a few simple practices to turn your mornings into powerful moments. 1. Visualization. Close your eyes for a few moments and imagine how you want your day to go. Feel the energy of reaching your goals. Picture the details, and let that vision guide you. When the day feels overwhelming, come back to this image. It will be your anchor. 2. Be present. Before checking your phone or rushing out the door, take a moment just for yourself, even if it's just one deep breath, a quick moment of gratitude, or drinking your coffee without distractions. It makes all the difference. 3. Move your body. This helps wake up your mind. You don't need to run a marathon or hit the gym hard. Just stretch, take a short walk, or simply give your body a good morning stretch. Any movement that signals to your brain, we're ready for the day. Every morning is a fresh start. If you take a little time to connect with yourself, set intentions, and focus your energy, you'll notice how everything around you starts to change. Life isn't about waiting, it's about doing. And as Brian Tracy said, if you don't start building your dreams today, tomorrow will only bring more of the same. Use imagination to create the life you want. Have you ever felt like everything is working against you? Like no matter how hard you try, your mind is always filled with distractions and random thoughts? It's like trying to focus on something important, but your attention keeps jumping from one thing to another, like someone constantly switching TV channels. It's easy to get lost like that. You know what you want, but your thoughts feel messy, like a room full of clutter. Lesson 8. Visualization as a tool for change. Think of visualization like taking a trip to your dream destination. But not just any trip. Imagine you're going with total comfort. No worries, no interruptions. The problem is, we're often stuck in stress and anxiety, trying to picture our goals while our minds are overloaded with thoughts. It's like trying to fill a balloon that's already tied shut. It just doesn't work. So, how do you make visualization actually work? The key is to relax first. Epictetus said, "What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it." If your mind is full of worries, it's hard to picture the future you want. It's like trying to plant a tree in soil covered with weeds. First, you need to clear the ground. Find a quiet place. It could be a cozy corner of your home or a peaceful spot in a park. The idea is to step away from the chaos, like finding shelter from the rain. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose and slowly exhale through your mouth. Repeat a few times, feeling your mind settle, like the ocean after a storm. Now visualize, but with detail. Instead of watching yourself like a movie, be the main character. Where are you? What are you doing? Who is with you? How do you feel? The more vivid the image, the stronger the experience. Like painting your future with the colors you choose. And don't rush it. Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on what we can change and accept what's out of our control. Visualization isn't a magic trick that makes things happen instantly. It's a powerful way to align your mind with your goals. If results don't come right away, don't get discouraged. No great chef creates a masterpiece in a minute. No fine wine ages overnight. Your dreams also need time to take shape, so take it easy. As Seneca said, great achievements begin with a calm mind and an open heart. Give yourself that time. Let your dreams take form little by little, with patience and dedication. Lesson 9. Learn to connect with the universe. Have you ever noticed how much noise is around you? The endless traffic, phone notifications, conversations in the background. With so much sound, it's easy to feel lost. Now tell me, when was the last time you truly sat in silence? Not just being quiet, but real silence. The kind that lets you hear yourself. The Stoics believed that those who never learn to be silent will never hear their own wisdom. The world is loud. If you don't choose to create moments of quiet, you'll just be another person running on autopilot, distracted by the outside noise and disconnected from what really matters. But how do you create this space for stillness? You don't need to escape to a remote place. Start small. Try this. Take 5 minutes a day. Find a peaceful spot, close your eyes, and just breathe. Feel the air going in and out. With each inhale, bring in clarity. With each exhale, let go of the clutter. Go for a walk in nature. Watch the trees move. Listen to the birds. Silence isn't just the absence of sound. It's a chance to reconnect with yourself and hear what the universe is telling you. Have you ever noticed that the best ideas often come when you're taking a hot shower or walking with no rush? That's not a coincidence. That's silence working in your favor. So next time your mind feels overwhelmed, stop. Turn off the outside noise so you can hear what's inside you. As Epictetus said, in silence, the universe whispers its secrets. Now I ask you, are you ready to listen? If you've read this far, comment, "I choose clarity." Subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Thanks for watching.